Hello again, everyone. I'm Mike, and this is Chef Randall, and here we are again.
Here we are.
And it looks like we've got some wonderful things to work with. I'm intrigued about that, and you're going to explain later, but what are we doing?
I actually going to explain now.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
You said something to the effect that would you say sous or?
Sous vide. So S-O-U-S.
Okay.
V-I-D-E. That means sous means under, vide means vacuum.
Okay.
So we're going to vacuum these pieces of meat, and we're going to put it under circulating water. So sous vide.
Never experienced it.
It's a way of taking a very a large piece of meat like this, or things like short rib and some other things, where you want to maintain as much yield as possible, but get it super tender. So, like, this has been cooking for 48 hours.
Okay.
And it's been circulated at 145 degrees. I can put a steak in here for a period of time and do it at 130, and I would have a perfect medium rare.
Really?
Yeah. And then I could go and sear it, and then I'm done.
Forgive me, but you said something to the effect about get as much yield as possible. What does that mean?
Typically, when we do something like this, we'd brown it, and then we would put it in a pot of some sort, and we would then stew it or cook it with a little bit of liquid. And then as that cooks, it tends to release water and all that kind of stuff. It's doing the same thing in here. However, that's a very controlled environment. Where in a pot, things can evaporate, things can concentrate, which sometimes we want. Mm-hmm. But really, what you're going to do is this is going to release its water. Eventually, you want it to absorb some of that back in, and that's how it gets very, very tender.
Okay.
So like a crock pot. A crock pot, in a sense, is a very fundamentally a sous vide type of cooking.
Okay. Yeah. What kind of meat are we working with?
So this is a beef chop, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a little beef bouillon on the outside of it. So I'm going to have you do that. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're also going to put in some herbs. We got some thyme and some rosemary. It's much easier if you go
just do it on your hand.
Yes, and spread it around.
Right.
So and then you can also use a ranch dressing. So I'm sure you've heard of the ranch dressing trick where you here I'm going to give you a little bit more, where you put that on in your pot roast.
Okay.
And I think it's also like a bouillon cube or something, or what have you. What's nice about this beef base here, is it's a very concentrated, salted beef flavor. So what we're doing is we're building flavor on this item by introducing it to the beef base, and then we're going to
get it all here.
Yeah, that works. So so we're just adding a beef essence to our beef.
Okay.
All right. And then what is nice about this product is it has salt on it. So not only are we seasoning it, but we're also adding that beef flavor.
All right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my glove, and then I'll be your helper. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in here. This is our bag. This is our controlled environment. And then I want you to add some herbs, and kind of like both sides, and then about half of that, and that's shallots and garlic, okay? That can stand up there for now. Doesn't that smell good?
Yes.
So, like when you make a pot roast, you put things like carrots and onions and celery and things
So
like
I
that.
don't want to get dirty.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
And you're taking all of my goods. Oh, you're going to put it in there.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought you were going to be like,
No, I wasn't. No, I was going to help out. Team player.
So then what we're going to do is, the reason I folded it over there is so I have a nice clean label here. What we'll do is we're going to go ahead and put it in our vacuum sealer. Now, if you don't have a vacuum sealer, you can certainly do this with like a heavy-duty plastic Ziploc style bag.
They work.
Yes. So what I would do is, so I'm going to wait for it to absorb all that, and then it'll automatically start sealing itself. But you could use like a very heavy, freezer-style Ziploc bag, and then you can put that in water, hence here,
okay.
And then that will push all them in, and then you can seal it off. And then usually what I do is I double that.
And it's going in there for 48 hours?
Correct.
That's some planning.
Yeah, it is. Well, but here's the thing. So in summer, do we want to really turn our oven on and have this hot kitchen while if we want a braised item, we do.
Well, no, we don't.
Okay.
No, I was following along.
So I can put this in the garage and just let her go.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back and we're going to take a look at what we got in here.
Okay.
We'll introduce those into here, and you'll see what the outcome is.
How to taste.
Very good.
Don't go away. We've got more right after this.